Stop! 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 What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we got something a little bit different. We're talking about finishing your wine. We're talking about wine bottles. And we're talking about something that everybody asked about, sparkling wine. And you're gonna wanna watch this and you're gonna be disappointed. And make sure you
Like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.
and
Follow us on Instagram at HowToDoneRight.
and look at that finished wine. Is that beautiful or what?
Yeah, 'cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are so
Now, before we get into wine bottles and what kind you need and so forth, we're going to talk about, you have to decide one thing before you can even talk about bottling any of your wine. You got to know where you're going to store your wine. That is the most critical because everybody's situation is going to be a little bit different. We store our wine where?
In a closet on the first floor of our house.
Because it's cool. Do you have a dark place? Do you not have a dark place? Because that's going to determine what kind of bottles you're going to want to use for storing your wine.
So you always want to store your wine somewhere where it's cool in your house and there's no sunlight. We use a walk-in closet. Works perfect for us. So.
And my next place, I can't wait because I should show you where we store our wine. I got literally 200 bottles. I counted them today. One day, I want an over-the-top wine cellar that's humidity controlled, nice, perfect, cool temperature around 60 to 55 degrees. That's ideal.
But you don't need that. Again, we're using a walk-in closet that has a pretty good steady temperature and no light.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about bottles. These are different ones that I buy. Again, I've got these in my Amazon store. I even discussed this topic in my book. If you don't have it,
Fermenting Flavor.
and it's on Amazon, link below.
He tries to trip me up on purpose.
I do. That's what makes it funny. But you have clear bottles like this. That one is what?
It's just a tinted green. You can get tinted bottles.
A tinted green. And over here, what do we got, hon?
Well, our friends collect bottles for us, so that's great. I like some of the ones that have the divot in the bottom. You can get those. And then we have some darker colors that we use. We will take whatever our friends give us pretty much and reuse them and recycle them over and over again.
Yes, and don't be afraid to recycle. Now, one thing you want to make sure of, you don't get cheap glass. There's a lot of cheap wines out there. You can pick them up and you can tell they're lightweight. Be careful with those unless you're going to drink them right away because a lot of times you'll have problems putting corks in and they're just way too thin. Make sure you get good bottles.
And remember, we said about making sure that you're keeping your wine somewhere to keep it out of direct light, sunlight. And if you can't get it totally dark, make sure you're using these dark colored bottles. That will help drastically.
Yeah, they got them like this is a very dark.
Yeah.
You can barely see, like there's the wine level and you can kind of see it's really dark. And again, you can get different colors in an Amazon store. I've seen orange, green, blue. The darker you have, the better it's going to be if you have a lighted room and you can't get perfectly dark.
I like this one. This is like an olive green. That's not the wine in there. That's the color of the bottle. It's beautiful.
Now, as we get into the sparkling wine part of this video, you're going to need a more heavy bottle because that's going to be carbonated. It's going to be under some pressure and it could build pressure over time. Now, one other thing that's very important, and I got a whole video on this, make sure you're watching it, and it's about corks. These here, there's different sizes. You will go from like usually a number 6 to a number 10. A number 10 cork is going to be great for aging for 5 years plus, where another number 6 cork might be only good for a couple of months. And you're not going to be able to store that sideways like this because a number 6 will leak. You would want at least a number 8, 9, or 10. Now, another thing I do want to talk about is these full wraps, as you'll see in this part of the video. I just wrapped these today for this video, basically. I generally don't do that. We'll usually just leave them like that. And Laura will do what?
Well, I'll put a label on it, a little tag. Sometimes I'll write on the cork with a Sharpie if I can abbreviate it. Sometimes I use a label maker and put something on the back.
And what about our nice labels?
Oh yeah, yeah. Those are our stickers for for our channel.
When we give this away,
Yeah.
that's when I'll put a cap on like this and I'll put one of our labels. And again, you can get these custom made in our Amazon store. We do this a lot of times for what?
Honey,
She doesn't want to say. We take our own wine on the cruise ship. If you watch our other channel, Along for the Journey, we do taste tests on that with our different wines.
yeah.
We'll use something like a recycled bottle like this that's already got a label on it.
We're not doing anything wrong. I mean, it is wine, but it's just our wine. 'Cause
That's
we like our
right.
wine better than any other wine. Nothing like traveling with 2 bottles of Todd's wine.
Now, generally, when you're watching us do wine on this channel, we're using 750 milliliter bottles like this one, but they'll also come in different sizes. Remember that one we had? It was like that.
Yeah.
I think it was probably like half, like 325 milliliter. But if you're a single person, maybe you want small bottles like that. Don't those full caps. They just look professional. If you want to be a professional and you're going to give your wine away, because we have, right? We
Yeah.
always put these caps on here
And these are
and our label.
These are the nice ones that have the pull tabs. Here's what the foil caps come in. This really nice kit. You can pick, they have all different colors. They have every color you could imagine.
And they are, and they're called PVC heat shrinking caps. Again, you're going to see how you put these on the easiest way. And I don't know how many's in there. It's probably
lot.
like 100, I think, was in there.
40 gold, 40 black, and 40 maroon.
What is that?
Really? 120.
All right, check this out. This is a wine that Laura made on her own.
Yeah.
Ignore the tag because that's not what it is. Oh, I hope they couldn't see that. It's coming probably in the next 2-3 weeks. But what else did you want to say?
We bought these and they're probably gift tags, but we really like to label our wine with these little tags. It comes with the string and the little label, and they're perfect. You can tie them and lay them over. I love these.
Yeah, you put your name in your wine, and I always put the date on. You can see the
Yeah.
date there that we made it. This was from 2022.
Well, and if we're giving it away, it's really nice to use it as a gift tag
Yep.
to who we're giving it to.
Now we're going to get into sparkling wine. All right, honey, you ready to make some sparkling wine?
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Do you know what you're doing?
Nope. I'm going to follow all of your instructions.
All right, there's a couple tricks to making sparkling wine, and I'm going to go over them, and then I'm going to show you the parts you're going to hate. Trust me on this. Basically, what we got here, we got a wine that we just bottled this, and we only filled it up to here because, remember, sparkling wine is what?
It's carbonated.
Carbonated. So that's what we got. We got to somehow get carbonation in this wine. Now, remember, when we want carbonation, we got to have sugar in our wine. You can't have any potassium sorbate or stabilizer in there, or this will not work. This is just wine that came right out of the carboy. Laura's just going to add a little bit of simple syrup because we want that yeast to attack that sugar. Laura's got our Red Star yeast, and she's gonna open this up and she's gonna put it right into the wine bottle. All you need is a very little, a couple granules, a pinch is all you need. All right, so Laura's got the yeast in here. Now what we wanna do is we wanna get this sealed up. You can see it slowly floating down there. This is now gonna attack that sugar and convert this to carbonation. So we're going to get the cap on here. So you can see this can be kind of time consuming if you're doing like a whole batch of 24 and you want a sparkling wine for everyone. Laura's got one of these special caps. Do you see this thing? It creates pressure and it's going to keep everything sealed. Stop. What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
There's a better way. I can't show you this. I can't do it, hon, because I'm never going to recommend this on my channel, period. I've told many of you that. There's a better way to do this than this. Because believe it or not, after that yeast works in there, you can see the
I was
bubbles.
going to say it's already bubbling.
At some point, you got to get that yeast back out. So now what you got to do is you would have to rack this into another bottle, get the yeast out and put it back in and seal it so the carbonation stays in there. That is not the way to make sparkling wine. I'm going to show you the easy way to do it now. Laura has no idea what's going on right now.
Nope, I'm just following instructions.
Who wants to see Laura open a bottle of wine?
This is my favorite opener, if everybody remembers. This one says it's won awards for its design. It says air pump wine opener. Okay, this one's my new favorite.
That's Laura's secret wine. Video coming soon. Oh, watch this. Oh, there it comes.
Oh God, it's gonna scare me.
It's so funny every time, isn't it?
Not, no.
All right, pick another victim, Mom. We need one more.
Oh.
Do you know what they are? That's the fruit cocktail wine, that purple one.
Yeah, I want that one.
All right, let's do that. Open it.
I bet if you handed this to somebody, they wouldn't even know what this was.
It looks like a pen.
No, it looks dangerous when you take the lid off.
Oh, that's the blackberry or the blueberry.
I can't see the cork sliding up out of this. Oh. Boom! Todd! He thinks it's so funny to scare me. I do like it. I do like this one, but it scares me.
All right, honey, this is how you make great sparkling wine. You need some of this or some of this. Let's show you what this is. Trust me on this. This is how you make your wine sparkling. Every bottle of your wine in your house can become sparkling bottles of wine with less hassle than dealing with that over there, adding yeast, taking it out. That's how they do it in the factory. Plus, not to mention, you got to put those special cages on so the corks don't blow at some point. But this, nothing but carbonated water. This one's a cranberry lime. I'm going to use this when I open my cranberry wine that I made a couple of months ago. Adding cranberry lime will just take it over the top. Here's, this is a club soda that you can use. Again, it's just carbonated water. There's no calories in this. And then you got this fancy one here, the Pellegrino, sparkling natural mineral water. So now Laura's going to show you what to do with it. So as Laura's going to fill these up here, we're only going to put a half a glass in here, and then we're going to add some of our mineral and our carbonated water and taste this. But I know what you're saying. You're going to say, isn't this going to water down our wine? Absolutely not. If you followed our recipe, we've accounted for extra fruit. We made this a high ABV wine. You're just not going to dilute it. You're just going to add sparkle to this wine. That's all we're trying to do. And there you go. That's about a wrap. Laura's going to put some in her. I'm going to put in mine. She probably won't want as much in hers. Put a little in at a time and taste it. See if it's got enough sparkle for you.
Oh, look at the bubbles.
Tastes just like sparkling wine, I promise you.
Oh, I like it.
Let's do the club soda on the other one. Almost like a champagne.
Ooh, yeah.
That's Laura's secret wine. This is just regular club soda. That wine smells good. That's that blackberry or blueberry. That's the best way to do it. I think that one, you're right, is better. It's more carbonated, that mineral.
Yeah.
But I tell you, take your wine over the top. This is perfect. Don't do it the sparkling wine way where we're putting yeast in. It's just going to take you a long time. Do it the right way. I hope you liked the video. Cheers.
Cheers. My favorite part.